What if we moved Earth's oceans to Mars? It could change everything. Imagine if we opened a drain at the bottom of the Mariana Trench and sent Earth's oceans straight to Mars. Just for fun, let's say it splashes right onto Curiosity's turf. How would Mars respond as that water piles up? Mars already contains plenty of water, mostly locked in ice. Liquid water is normally short-lived there because the air is thin and the planet is cold. But we wouldn't be trickling in a little puddle. We'd be dumping vast oceans very quickly. That changes the game. The added volume and the saltiness of Earth's seawater would slow freezing, and the sudden influx would overwhelm local temperatures for a while. Picture Mars's elevation map. Curiosity sits in Gale Crater, a bowl with a central peak called Mount Sharp. As seawater pours in, Gale Crater would rapidly become a lake, swallowing the rover beneath hundreds of meters of water. Weirdly, ice could form both from above and below. The surface air is below freezing, and the ground itself is frigid, so rocks and soil might freeze into chunky blocks of ice dirt that break loose and float like icebergs. Once the crater fills, water would cascade over the rim and flow north. Gravity would send that flow toward Mars's northern lowlands, where it would pool into a huge, ice-topped sea. As the deluge continues, the flood could punch through into the Hellas Basin, the planet's deepest depression, creating colossal waterfalls of water, ice, and rock that would probably destroy Perseverance and any other probes unlucky enough to be in the path. Eventually, the torrent stops. Back on Earth, the oceans are drained, and our rovers are toast, waterlogged, and out of warranty. Mars, meanwhile, would be blanketed in enormous sheets of ice, sitting atop surviving liquid layers. Over time, the ice lid would thicken as the water beneath it slowly cooled, and the new Martian oceans might freeze solid. But there's an alternative possibility. Water is a potent greenhouse component. Add enough of it to the atmosphere and you trap more heat. With a global supply of evaporating seawater, Mars's atmosphere could thicken and warm enough to keep significant portions of the new oceans liquid, at least for a while. Which outcome dominates depends on complex climate feedbacks and how quickly Mars can retain vapor. There's only one honest answer to this thought experiment. It's complicated. Dumping Earth's oceans on Mars would create stunning lakes, floods, and ice seas, and it would radically transform Martian topography and climate. Whether Mars ends up a frozen desert with frozen oceans or a temporarily wetter world with liquid seas depends on how much heat stays trapped in that thin atmosphere. Either way, it would be a planetary-scale event the likes of which no rover was built to survive.